Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the daily race, 10 laps around Sao Paulo. Goal of the day is just to overtake as many cars as possible. Our lead cars are Uranus X, Sakura, knee slider, this slider, and oh, that's just awful. This is me coming up, started 18th, already up into 13th after turn 1. So it's a real tight gap there coming through turn 3. Making way up to turn 4. Let's see how many more cars we can get this laps out. Oh, yeah, remember 4C. Didn't quite remember to brake then. We're starting 18 into 30. Oh, a bit of action there between the Z4 and the Calsonic GTR. Just come back on the track quite aggressively there. Just trying to avoid a collision with him. He's quite safe there. Oh, is he going to have a look on the inside? No. Shut the door on him, and he's quite generous to give me space. Appreciate it. Oh, bit of a lag spot there. Porsche ahead of me. He's got a bit of a little hiccup there. That's going to cost him coming up into the last corner, coming to the main straight. That's lap 1, and I've got the Porsche on the exit of the final corner. 7 places up in 1 lap. Miles ahead in 10 laps, I'm going to keep up this place. Up the front. NSX leading the charge by a fair bit. Well, about a second, that's a fair lead. Sakura got a fair lead as well. Z4 SLS AMG is just bonkers there. BMW. Where are you? Mastano, Ivij, Jaso as well. These cars are going to be fucking fighting up for the final podium position. Z4 as well fighting in there. He's got mine there. Here I am. Looks like I've got 2 places there when we looked away from me then. 11th, 10th, and now 9th. I'm into the 8th place. There's knee slide. He was all the way in like 3rd or 4th, wasn't he? Up to Nino G Hearts now. Oh, 4C just coming up the inside. Taking it out for me and giving me a free spot. I do appreciate that. But, oh, what has he gone and done? He's gone and hit me. That's just disrespectful driving. Looking up ahead here. Porsche and Mastertono. Having a bit of a battle there. Got the grass. Has he gone? He's gone. He's lost it. Oh, knee slider, maximum fuel conservation there. Whereas me, no fuel conservation, using all my fuel on the straight and saving it for the corners. Just like that, I'm 1.5 seconds ahead by the end of the straight. We're 2 laps down, I'm already into 7th. That's another 4 places gained on that lap. Top 3 finish looks very likely. Looking up at the top 3. Mazda's miles ahead now. Maybe first is out of reach now. 2nd, maybe. There's 3rd, 4th, 5th, 6th, and 7th. There's me. So I can see 2nd here. 1st just looks too far. Maybe 2nd's what I'm to aim for here. Getting a good line in here. Is that turn 4? Turn 4. Porsche's a bit of a line here. Go on the outside. Oh, it gives me a fucking... losing control there. Gives me a bit of a bump. I come back on the track ahead. And he's still losing it. Yeah, I had... no, my fault there. I didn't get a penalty either. I go this whole race without getting a penalty, which is awesome. You know, it's so hard working your way from the back. It's 5th, 4th, and 3rd. I can see a podium position here. I'm pretty confident I'm going to grab one of those quite easily. If we look ahead, NSX, he's lost a lot of time. Oh, that was just the way the corner was looking. Well, WX is a bit of a little slide on the inside curve there. Z4. Oh, those 3 having a bit of a quarrel there. It's going to be a big option to catch up here. Maximum fuel. Down the back straight. Looks like Masterton's not using maximum fuel. Let's see if I can get him. Knocking back the fuel consumption here. Save fuel. Bit of extra
extra 200 metres goes a long way towards the end of the race. Got the inside line, both give each other plenty of room. He's got some behind me. Now we go. Got the WRX and the other SLS to catch up to now. Sakura, quite far ahead. Might be hard catching him up. He's driving. No, this is front engine drive, isn't it? Not like the Group 3, which is all-wheel drive. He must have no fuel coming through this because it sounds so quiet. Z4's using a bit of fuel to kick fight with me there. Everyone else has dropped off, really. There's an E-slider trying to get in front of the BMW. I think this is the guy that spun out at the beginning at turn 1. And a bit of a collision allowed me to get squeezed out that tight gap. Oh, a bit of a spin there by an E-slider, but it looks like he's cleared him. Z4 here. Oh, he's having a think. Oh, BBC. Had a little bit of a tail issue there. There's me. Looking on the inside. What's going on here? Z4's not braked in time. He's just giving me a nice little reminder that he's there and barged me out of the way to take the position. Didn't get me very far. There I am on the left here. Got nowhere to go and I'm just bum drafting him. This Mercedes just doesn't know where the track's gone. He's out of this race already. He's going to pits. Pit lap 4. He's taking a real big gamble there. So it pays off for him. Not enough to beat me, but still behind 4th and 3rd. Oh, WRX is a bit of a moment there. He's gone wide, oversteer. I'm on the inside. Alright, into 4th place. The podium is mine. Oh, Sakura's really catching up to NSX. Let's watch this battle. I think NSX has used a lot of fuel in the early stage of the race and he's having to be on super fuel conservative mode right now. I'm pretty sure he's on minimum fuel load and at the same time I think he's not even full throttle through the corners. I mean in the space of 3 corners he's been pulled up by Sakura. Like a second. Or he's been gotten a penalty. I didn't even think about that. He might have gotten a penalty. A lot of penalties. Got a bit of a tailspin there. Perfectly placed going there. Oh, he's gone off. He's gone off. Sakura's got this whole straight to himself. I mean, if I'm right, Mazda's going to be using no fuel here. He's definitely not on 1 load. He's probably on 4. He's not doing too bad. He might be on 1. Yeah, he'll be on 1 keeping up that way. But Sakura's got the lead. Does he got the dab on the inside? He bails out. He's going to have to wait his chance for another attack. There's me. I'm still in 4th. WRX not far behind. Has he gone wide? He's gone wide. Just like that. I'm in the 3rd place. And I've already used a bit of extra fuel here. Let's put that little gap straight away. We're at lap 6, right. Oh, he's gone wide again. I'm going to fast forward through this lap. Not a lot happens here. NSX, he just doesn't have the fuel to attack right now. He's surely going to have to pit the NSX. Sakura, let's see if he's kept enough fuel in his tank. There's me. I perfectly planned this race. I've got about a lap's extra bit of fuel here for a final kick at the end. But I actually use over these next few laps. Just use a bit more fuel on this 2nd straight here and coming down the final hill before the main straight. Another quiet lap for me. Keeping it pretty neat. I've had a bit of a back end went out a bit there. Z4's not quite letting me go, but he's not really challenging me right now. He's right behind him now. Sure, he's going to... Must be pitting this lap. Shit, Sakura's pitting. That's a turn of event. He can't win this race now. That puts me in a 2nd. And that's safe entry, boys, isn't it? There he is. He's got 5 seconds clear of me there. 3 laps. This is less than 3 laps to go now. This is third last lap. Quite an uneventful lap, this one. Looks like a first place is on this race. Push the straight. Yeah, you can tell he's barely using any fuel. See me catching up. Almost looks like he's a Group 4 car, and I'm the Group 3, and he's the Group 4 here. Just like that, I'm within 2 seconds of him. And, oh, we're up to the Calsonic again. Remember, I overtook him coming into turn 8 or 9. He went wide. He's not had a good race in. Knee sliders in the pits. You can't see what's happening, but I can assure you he is in the pits. Maceton's in the pit as well. He must have he had 2 litres left. Must have had a bit of an issue there. Still about 2 seconds behind. Back on level 6 fuel load. I'm in no hurry. I know I can catch him on the straights. Hopefully. Let's just hope this Calsonic doesn't ruin our race at all here. I've worked really hard, coming from 18th. Maybe should have driven the NSX, might have had a better chance of winning. He's gone wide. Maz has cleared him. He's gone wide there. I've cleared him. And I'm 1.5 seconds behind him now. Gone wide there. Maximum fuel. And I believe he's going to be using maximum fuel now as well. Use maximum fuel down the straight. Oh, it's gone wide. It's gone wide. It's giving me first place. From last to first. 18. I've overtaken 17 cars. Let's see. Does he have a bit of gas left? Let's find out. He's not even accelerating. So I'm completely non-responsive with the throttle then. That's not going to help him either. This BMW's had a good recovery drive. He started in... He started in the top 6, but he had a spin coming down the hill in turn 1 and turn 2. He went down to dead last, this guy, so kudos to him for keeping up. I think it was him. Let's see if there's another one. He was the only one of that colour. Oh, he's barely got any fuel. What's he doing here? He must have had a penalty because he had a fuel. No, he's got fuel. But ZG's catching him up. He's going to have to punch it to the end. He's out of fuel. He's out of fuel. Second place. Sakura ends up coming 5th. After a good drive. Obviously not a good enough drive to recover this time. New slide ends up coming 12th.